Better not be steroids in here.
What'd you think about those fuck you Sada chants yesterday from the crowd?
Funny, yeah.
I wonder, I mean, we know this isn't your favorite part of the game. How do you get yourself ready for it? Like, what's your mindset walking into this room, knowing you're going to have to do this, that you'd probably prefer not to?
It's just, it's what you guys want me to say. The same shit I've been saying all week already. It's kind of, I don't like to see myself repeatedly saying the same shit.
But at the same time, look at how many cameras are here, man. I mean, literally everybody in this room wants to talk to you. Do you find that, like, exciting at all or odd? I mean, literally everybody here wants to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, it's cool. It's all good.
In hindsight, are you glad you took those years off? Because if you had to do this every few months, would that not eventually burn you out?
Yeah, this is soul sucking. It takes your whole life out of you. That's when I was exhausted. But that's the name of the game, right? It's cool.
Not that we want you to, but are you going to get to a position where you can tell the UFC, I should do less of this stuff?
No.
Are there any questions regarding this fight that you feel like people haven't asked you about? Are there any areas that you sort of still want to talk about that people haven't spoken to you about already?
No.
Are you just here so you won't get fined?
No, I didn't even know I'd get fined. That's crazy. No, it's all good. This is part of the game, right? It's just I'm ready to be done with all this, weigh in and get to the point. Yeah.
Have you seen the belt yet? Have the UFC given you a sneak peek? What are you expecting from it? From the belt?
I don't know.
What do you
I
have,
expect
do you
the
have
belt.
any input in the design?
No, I don't care. It should be. I hope it looks cool.
Do you care about The Rock being there at all and wrapping it around your legs?
The Rock's coming to put the on the winner, huh? That's pretty cool. That's a big deal, right? That's cool.
Are you a fan of The Rock?
I'm a fan of The Rock, for sure.
Does part of you feel like just Dana doesn't want to put a belt on you?
It would be cool as fuck if Mike Tyson was here, because wasn't that the baddest motherfucker in the game? The baddest motherfucker on the planet or something like that? That'd be cool, too.
Before you came along, who was the baddest motherfucker in the UFC?
Nick Diaz, come on. I need the answer to that.
So Nate, this is on you. Like, this is you that willed this into existence. But Dana has said that this is like a one-off thing. And, you know, how do you feel about it? I mean, I'm sure you want to keep on having the BMF title.
Nah, this is forever.
Do you feel like it's kind of funny that they trademarked the BMF thing after you made it up and it's all on you, that they are now making money off what you invented?
It's funny.
You get any love from the vegan community?
Yeah, the vegans get mad though because I'm not a full vegan. So, but it's cool. I'm all about supporting the vegan community though, because everywhere we go, if they have vegan options, that's my best bet. You know, if someone asks like preference on a plane, I say vegan because you can get vegetarian stuff. It's gonna have cheese and stuff all over it. But I eat eggs and I eat like fish sometimes. So, but I love the vegan restaurants and the vegan food and the vegan community for sure. I'm all about it. And like I said, Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger is pretty much vegan too. And homie, remember that one day?
Yeah. How much did that question piss you off?
Oh, he'd like at him whip his ass at the thing. That guy was sorry.
Nate, are you the baddest motherfucker in the triathlon community?
In the triathlon community? No. I'm like, man, I'm hardly hanging in there in the triathlon community lately. I gotta step my game up next year for sure. But in the race world, it's another world. Those guys are no joke. But when I get in the season and I start working good, I start getting up there, start placing pretty good in a lot of the races. So, but that's another world that these guys can't keep up with for sure.
Are you surprised more fighters don't do triathlon training?
They're all starting now. This guy that I'm fighting is riding a bike now and swimming, and Connor started riding a bike. Everybody's doing what they were told to do. You know what I'm saying? Father.
Did you see Conor McGregor says that he wants to fight the winner of this fight, and does that interest you at all?
I don't know what's next, man. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and we'll see what's gonna happen in the future. You know, like they said, like I heard before, when stars line up, whenever. I don't know what's next. I'm gonna try to make this fight happen the way it's supposed to happen, and then
go from there.
Do you know when would be next? I mean, like, this was a quick turnaround for you. I mean, do you think you'd want to fight quick again, or do you want to take some time
That's
off?
just what I said last time. I'll take forever off, or I'll get back to it if everybody comes correct. You know, the only reason we've had problems in the past is because the only reason why there was any problem in the past is because you know they're you better treat me like it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I've been in this game forever doing my thing, and regardless of outcome, I'm coming back. My next fight is stronger and better anyway. So
Could you not fight again? Like, financially, could you be, like, done and live okay?
I don't ever have to fight again. I didn't have to fight a long time ago. But what I'm gonna do? I got all kind of stuff going on, but
So do you still love the fighting part? I mean, I know you hate this part, but do you love, I mean, I know the fighting, you've always had kind of a love-hate relationship with it, but do you still enjoy getting in there in the competition, or do you hate even that?
no, yeah, I don't like not fighting.
Anything else aside from fighting? Like, what could you see yourself doing?
I don't know, all kind of stuff. But like I said, it's not. I think the best thing for me is it's weird because it's like it's self-destructive fighting and it's self-destructive not fighting. So kill or be killed. Like what I said before, it is can't live with it, can't live without it. I don't want to do this shit at all. But you know what I'm saying? Sitting back watching somebody else do it's not comfortable for me.
Like,
you
the game
surprised-
kills you, basically.
Are you surprised more guys haven't followed your method? I mean, like, you called out Conor, you made this crazy money, you've done it again with Jorge. Are you surprised more fighters don't look at you and think, well, that's obviously the model I should copy?
Yeah, I put out the blueprint for money making the whole time, and these guys up here chasing a belt still, like they want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like I pay attention to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And when I was fighting every other month for so many years, or every couple months for so many years, I only focused and paid attention to how to be the best fighter in the world, you know, like train, and I never had a second to sit back and think about other stuff. So the second I took a year off or 3 years off or something, then everything started coming together, you know what I'm saying? And then my martial arts started coming together better because I recovered and I wanted to be in it, you know, so everything kind of pieces itself together with time.
Nate, that statement that you sent out last week, very few fighters would send out a statement like that and go public with that issue that you were having. What was the thought process? Why did you want to come out with it and kind of control the narrative the way that you did?
This is warfare. For one, they call me, telling me all this shit. They're telling me all this, you're on drugs shit, and I'm like, hold up, no, I'm not on drugs, so fix your tests. You know what I'm saying? So I continued taking my supplements, which are whole food supplements. I only eat out the garden, you know what I'm saying? Vegetable, only raw life. I've trained for fights, and I went on, they don't have them anymore, but I used to eat organic, vegan, raw food. It's like everything's made raw, so you're just straight living on plants. And when I was fighting at 55, it was helping me make the weight. And when I did that, my weight was like going down, right? So I was like, I'm like all the way, and I was at my all-time strongest. You know what I'm saying? And I live like that, like by that code. Like we gotta, you know, strong survive type of shit. Like I don't need no shit. And then when they do that, I'm like, you're fucking up my whole shit, what I believe in, and it's making me lose sleep at night. So I'm like, you know what? This is war, and this ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sleeping. The UFC sleeping. Jorge Masvidal's sleeping. I'm like, how about fuck all of you guys? Ain't no one sleeping. Woo woo woo. Yo, fight's off. Now no one can sleep, and I was in bed smiling.
What did you think about?
So it even things out a little bit, and it's what's real. And now look at they flipped their shit, got it together, and there was nothing wrong in the first place. So why'd you guys try to fuck with me to begin with?
If you hadn't sent that statement out, what do you think would have happened?
I would have just not came.
What was their
They fixed it.
What was their reaction like when you put that statement out?
Were they mad at you?
They called me back and they're like, "We fixing it right now." Fix it then.